Welcome back to Newsmakers. I'm your host, Jess Toddfeld. Our next guest, Chris Slattery, is joining us right now. Now, he is a seasoned activist here in New York, founded an organization called Expectant Mother Care, which started 26 years ago here in New York City. Am I right? Welcome, by the way.
Thank you very much, Jess.
So now, what is this organization?
We're the oldest and largest of the alternative to abortion crisis pregnancy center networks here in New York. We've now have 12 locations all over the city, and we serve over 8,000 girls and women a year with real help and hope in their crisis pregnancies.
Now, a lot of people have heard of Planned Parenthood. You're going to tell me how this is very different.
Planned Parenthood is the McDonald's of the abortion industry.
Okay.
They commit over 350,000 abortions a year. They do one every 95 seconds. They get over $350 million in federal funds. In contrast to us, we're a small nonprofit organization,
Right.
gets no government funding, completely donor-based, and we do not take children's lives for our business. We help mothers to bear children, choose adoption, raise them as single mothers if necessary, but always to choose life.
So essentially, your organization is also out there providing help and advice, obviously minus abortion.
Right.
And there's some controversy going on.
Well, the city of New York, behind a push of Planned Parenthood and NARAL, New York, has passed a law just in the spring of 2011 to cripple us with regulations, which will go into effect in the summer of 2011. These laws will literally strangle us with First Amendment violations of our free speech.
Really?
We will have to have all kinds of disclaimers in our advertising, in our brochures, our websites, and in face-to-face conversation with girls and women that is all intended to turn women off to coming in to see our centers.
Right. Well, of course, that brings me to our next question, which is some people will ask you and ask your organization, are you helping expectant mothers? Are you empowering them, or are you exploiting them, bringing them into a political debate?
Well, that's the great issue here. This controversy is, do crisis pregnancy centers empower women?
Right.
And we say yes, we absolutely. Over the last 26 years, we've counseled over 110,000 girls and women, Jess.
Yes.
And of those 40,000, about half of those of the women that were pregnant chose life who would have otherwise had an abortion. That's because they were empowered with information, with real support, with friendship, with love, with affection, not just the offer of the examining room to take care of their problem.
Right. Now, your organization has been making news recently, and you talked a little bit about some of the things going on, but I guess whether you're trying or not, you're making news.
Well, we're fighting back. We are going to kick some butt in federal court. We have filed a federal lawsuit against the city of New York, and I literally had my 2 minutes in front of the mayor of New York City, Mayor Mike Bloomberg,
yes,
and told him what I thought of his bill in polite terms.
Yes, what would that be?
And he told me, Mr. Slattery, I'm not sure whether this bill is constitutional, but I'm pro-choice and I'm voting for it anyway, which is a sad fact when the mayor of New York doesn't know whether the bill he's about to sign is constitutional.
Right.
We're going to prove in federal court it's unconstitutional because we have the right to give women the information unimpeded with government scripts, and we are going to succeed in reaching girls and women and preventing more and more abortions in this abortion capital, which sees 4.3 million abortions over the last 40 years. It's atrocious.
And obviously your organization, 26 years, gets a little bit less press than, say, Planned Parenthood. What made you start the organization?
I think it's really because my heart went out to the girls and women who had no choices, no options, no real help and support when they were being pressured or coerced, or literally, in some cases, we see women that are being pimped out, girls being pimped out by their own family members, child trafficked, and literally forced into taking their child's life. So we're there to give women hope and real help, and I just feel that we have to stand up for the little guys, the little children, who are our future.
Right.
We've been able to save 40,000 children. That's
40,000
40,000 children, citizens of this city that are walking around, contributing, and will be our future here.
And what's next for the organization?
What's next is that
Yes.
we're going to expand. We're adding more ultrasound machines very soon with the help of the Knights of Columbus Catholic organization and other good people who are giving us the funds to fight the good fight and to win for the kids and win for the moms.
And I suspect there is information on a website where people or women who need to hear what it is you're saying can go. Where is that website?
We'd like people to go to SaveTheLifeCenters.com. That's Save the Life, L-I-F-E, centers.com, and they can get information about the battle we've been waging, make contributions to the cause, and help us win.
Well, Chris Slattery's organization is called Expectant Mother Care, and you can go to that website and find out more information. Thanks for taking some time out and chatting with us today.
My pleasure, Jess. God bless.